Star Citizen 4.8 is now live, and there's just been a major wipe, so if you're looking to get into it for the first time, here's some beginner tips and starter advice I'd give after finishing my first free fly event as a new player. First, it's worth noting that you do need to have a semi-decent PC in order to play this game, and it's still in alpha, even after 14 years and $1 billion worth of funding. So expect some bugs, but also expect some huge future development as the game nears its possible full release. So you can actually trial this game for free during limited time free fly events. Once you're ready to purchase the game, there's a couple of starter packs you can buy with different ships. This one that I'm in now is the very basic and cheapest starter ship, the Aurora, which is actually an upgrade from the old version that I had in previous updates. The good news is that it's not a monthly subscription, it's a one-off purchase, and that the cost of the game is actually significantly less than what it used to be when the game first came out. You're given two menu options: Persistent Universe, which is your main game, and the Arena Commander, which allows you to practice flying in free flight or play mini games like ship races and dogfights. Both can be done PvE or PvP, either solo or with friends or with other players online. I'd recommend you take the opportunity to learn how to fly, and shoot before you start the main game's tutorial, as you'll be in your ship for most of the game. Once you're semi-comfortable with flying around, get yourself into the Persistent Universe and do the base game tutorial. Don't skip any of the steps, as the mechanics in the game can seem a little bit complex to those not used to a game of this level of detail. It should only take you about an hour to complete once you get used to the controls, plus you get a nice little payout bonus at the end once you're done. It's important to get comfortable with your home location or the space station that you're in. Press F2 to pull up your map UI and look out for points of interest on the floor that you're currently located at to give you directions on where to go. If you can't find what you're looking for, it's likely you have to go to your internal transit elevators and go to different floors. Your inner station transit elevators will take you to different floors around your space station. You've got the hangars and habs, which is where you spawn from and where you'll fly out of. The gallery is your more usual shops, and then your cargo centres for your ship rentals or utility equipment purchases. Scattered around your station will be these storage access points. You can access them to locate any of the goods that you've stored in the current space station, or anything that you've purchased will go into there automatically. It's a case of just drag and drop into your inventory as soon as you're ready, and you can also equip anything from this location too. On the hangars floor, make sure you're utilising the Fleet Manager screens to bring the ships into your hangar ready for you to fly. You can retrieve or insure them from this tab, and your multiple vehicles will show below. Once you're comfortable, head on down to the cargo services or cargo centre floor. You can look out for ship rentals over in this location, or over by this logistics tab, you can purchase things ready for your tools. You should already have a pyro multi-tool. However, I recommend that you purchase the TrueHold tractor beam attachment, and there's also a mining attachment there for you to purchase as well. You'll need these early on for quick little missions. Once you've got your essentials, head on down to your hangar, retrieve your ship, and then press F1 and go to your contracts tab. In the offers section, I recommend looking at hauling missions or courier missions. Click the drop down, find the job that's suitable for you, and accept. Details really matter here, people, as if you miss something, it's not easily explained later on and you'll have to research again. Here it tells us where we need to go to collect the goods and where to deliver the goods, that our ship must carry at least one SCU size, and also that we need to have that handheld tractor beam that I made you purchase earlier. Accept it, track the mission, come off, and then it'll be up in the top right ready for you to do. Note that smaller missions need to be done earlier on. You can't just jump straight into a big mission, as the mission might be too far away, or you might have not the right ship for what you need. If the ship's the problem and you've got a little bit of money behind you, go ahead and head down to the cargo services, go to rentals, and rent a ship that is going to be suitable for the contract that you're doing. Now, if the ship that you have is too small for the missions that you're looking to do, it's helpful to know now that you can actually end up buying every ship with either in-game currency earned or real money. So expect it to be a little bit pay to win. And the newest ships do have a monetary purchase only period before hitting the in-game markets. A wide range of ships can also be rented for a limited time, subject to your budget. I'd also recommend insuring those ships if you do so to be on the safe side. These will help you with quantum jumping further, carry more SCU, and having more firepower early on. The cost can be quite reasonable subject to what you're looking at, but just know a little upgrade can go a really long way for such a short amount of time. A big mistake that I made when I first got this game and booked my first contract was to get straight out into space and not pay attention to my surroundings. I was looking for freight elevators and didn't know where they were when I was in space. Turns out they're in the hangar right next to you. Another mistake I made was not knowing how to repair, refuel, or to restock my ship. If you've been out in space and you've already damaged your ship, or you've flown around a bit too much, or you've been shooting your bullets, make sure you're landed in your hangar, press F1, go down to the landing tab, and you can restock, repair, and refuel your quantum and your hydrogen from this location. When I first got into my ship, I didn't really know what to do. I figured out that pressing F I could look around and press everything manually, but that takes a little bit of time and takes you off of your target. There's a couple of keybinds that make things really easy. U to start your ship up, that one's pretty self-explanatory. You can also use these screens on the inside of your ship to circulate between different tabs and select what's applicable to what you need. So for instance, to leave the hangar, you can go into this station and hail to get out. I'd recommend you to press left alt and N, and your hangar request will be completed. When you're out in space, you'll realise that 1.9 GM is quite far, and you can't just fly there by speeding up. You have to use your quantum leap. Hold down B, your shields will go down, it will spool over, and then you want to locate where you're going and calibrate. My job is selected, but it won't let me calibrate this location. So I have to press F2, and then you go up to your map, select the objective that you want, and then press R to route it. Once it's routed, come off that, and you'll calibrate, and then hold down left click, and you'll quantum jump from where you need to be. Once you arrive, fly closer to the location where you need to be, and once you're within a 10-kilometer radius, hold B to turn off your quantum drive, press left alt and N, and you'll request hangar hail. Once you get closer to your hangar, you'll realise you're probably going a little bit quicker than what you need to be for this location. Press N to drop down your landing gear. That will slow you down a little bit. Use Q and E to level yourself out if you're on keyboard, and swing past so that you're closer to your freight elevator, and then control to land. To use a freight elevator, go over to the freight manager, utilize it, and send the elevator down. Select the goods that you need, move them to the elevator, and then raise the elevator up to the hangar platform. Once you've heard the noise, you can then close the screen down, as it's safe to do so. You won't be able to lift these SCU boxes by hand, so hold down number 1, head over to your pyro multi-tool, and then left click to collect. Up in the air, you can use your scroll wheel and your mouse to utilize and move it around as much as you need it to. Get it into where it needs to be, and a little purple box will appear, drop it, and then it stores it. Once you've loaded both SCU boxes, or the maximum boxes that your ship can take, you'll notice that there's still more boxes for you to send from this location. You don't want to leave this open. Head over to the freight manager and send the elevator back down. Once you've heard the noise, you can come off, and it's a case of getting straight back into your ship, flying and delivering the goods to the same location in the exact same manner in reverse. That's the basics, guys. This should be enough to get you started. I've absolutely loved my time in the free fly event, be it limited as such, but now I've picked up the game with full access. I think it's a massive game, it's beautiful, it's super immersive, and it's a game I can really grind and get my teeth into. If you're looking to pick up the game, or you've already got it and you just started off, maybe you're a little bit further ahead than what I am, let me know what you think about the video in the comments, if I've missed anything, if there's something that I should be looking forward to. Keep me in the loop. For now, guys, I just want to say thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that follow, subscribe, like, share, any of that stuff. It's super, super helpful. And also, don't forget to join my Discord so we can play at some point together in the future. I am going to be streaming this at some point. Right now, I'm just getting used to the basics and more of the controls before I do anything more heavy. But I think this is going to be a great game, and I can't wait to get into it.